thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact. Never looking back, I'ma keep myself on track. Keep my head up, staying strong.
Good day everyone, so today I want to talk to you about the Pegasus Trail 3. Now I'm really excited about this running shoe and I can't wait to take them out on the trails. I think the colorway is really beautiful and I think Nike designed an awesome running shoe here. So let's just dive into the specs quickly. Well, the midsole is a full react midsole. It's got a 36mm heel and a 26mm forefoot, which gives it a 10mm drop. Now because it's a 10mm drop running shoe, I think it's going to work awesome for me because I've only had success in the past with 10mm drop running shoes and they just work awesome for my running style. Now the one thing that I'm a little bit disappointed about is there's no rock plate in the shoe. Yes, it's more a road to trail running shoe, it's more a commuter shoe, so it's understandable. Although they've put in some arch support here, just to give your shoe a little bit more stability when you're out there on the trails, and it makes sense. This is because of the high stack height. I think the shoe is going to give you a little bit more longer distance. It lends itself to be a max cushioned long distance running shoe. And then let's have a look at the uppers. Now the uppers, I think, like I said, is a really stunning design and I think they're going to work awesome. They look really plush and soft, and the thing that I'm really most excited about is the lacing system. Now the lacing system has got some another extra overlay here on the top just to get the laces to fit nice and snug around the top of your foot. Like I said, when you're out on the trails, you don't want your foot to move around too much in the shoe, so that you feel more stable and more confident when you're out there on the trails. Even though it's a higher stack height shoe, you're still going to feel a little bit more connected and less disconnected if you have your foot nice and snug in the shoe and it doesn't move around. And then something that I want to add is the React foam. I've noticed is a little bit more resilient and I think it's a little bit more firmer. Although it's soft, it's really soft. The whole design makes the shoe to be a lot more softer than what it should be. And it's a long distance shoe. I think the React foam is going to work awesome and it's going to give you a little bit more stability when you're out on the trails. So let's just get back to the lacing system here. The tongue, I think, is a really awesome update. I really enjoy this because it's got some another extra padding here on the tongue. So when you lace up the shoe nice and tight, the laces don't press too much down on the top of your foot and it doesn't restrict the blood flow on the top of your foot. So awesome done there. Okay. The laces are a bit short and I think because of that it's going to, well, some people complain that the laces are too short, but I think it's fine because when you're out on the trail, you don't want your laces to flap about. You want it to be nice and snug so that it doesn't hook on anything out on the trails. So yes, they are a bit short, but I think they're going to work well. And then let's just look at the back of the shoe here. Now the back has got this heel tab, and I think the heel tab design this time is quite awesome. It's twisted in some way, so when you put your foot in there, you're going to hook it nice and you're going to hook your heel tab with your finger quite nice and easy, and it's easy to put on or take off. So really well done there. Okay, let's just look at the front of the shoe. Now it's got this extra bumper here just to protect your foot when you're out there on the trails. When you hit a tree stump or a rock or anything out there on the trails, it's going to protect your foot really well. And it's got some another extra layer of rubber here on the front of the foot. I don't know if it's going to protect your foot from wearing out on the inside, but I'm sure it's going to give it a little bit more longer lasting design here, so that when you hit something on the front of your foot, anything, grass, rock or whatever, it's going to avoid it from wearing down quickly. So really well done there on the bumper. Alright, so let's have a look at the outsole here quickly. Now I really enjoy this design that they've used on the outsole, although the lugs are not that long. As far as I understand, they're about 4 millimeters long, and then they got an extra type of design on the outside of the lugs to give you a little bit more grip, and then somewhere somehow the midsole is peeping through there. I don't know why they've done that. Hopefully it's just to give you extra grip when you're out there on the trails. And then the number that they've put on here, I think it's the rubber compound, is OGRS001. All in all, I really like this shoe. If I compare them to the Wild Horse 6 that I've been using, the lugs currently look about the same, although these ones are new. So yes, I'm really excited to go and test them out, and I think they're going to work well. Okay, let's just put the Pegasus Trail 3 on the scale. Ooh, 343. It's a bit heavy, but it's not a racer, it's more a daily trainer. So it's a little bit more understandable, and it's a trail running shoe. Must say the traction's quite good. One thing I can say, they're quite fast downhill racers. Okay, so who's this shoe best for? It's best for daily training, it's best for commuters. I think it's going to be awesome when you're on holiday. You just pack one shoe and you sorted. So yeah, it's a daily trainer, and it's a long distance running shoe. Alright, so even though they don't have a rock plate in them, I went out on some really rocky gravel roads, and it really held up very well. You can't really feel the rocks press up through the shoe at all. It's only when you really get like big sharp ones that you would probably feel it. So yeah, the rock plate is a bit of a issue when you want to go out on technical routes, but I'm sure this shoe will be capable of doing that as well. Yes, I really tested out the shoe. You can even see the scars here on my leg. I really went out and I pushed it through some really tough terrain, and I must say they hold up really well. Yes, I really enjoy them, and I must say I haven't felt any scuffing on them at all. My foot felt snug and comfortable in them all the time. Okay, so my review about the shoe, I can spend the whole day in them. They're really comfortable. I must say the max cushion works awesome. I took it out on the road and I must say it was really comfortable. Although you can feel it's a trail runner, I can probably do a lot of more kilometers on the road. And when you hit the trail, it has awesome grip. I took it out in some really technical parts where I felt it slipping a bit, but I mean, I really pushed it today, and I can really say it grips awesome in the dry, on the rocks. Some places on the grass it slips a bit. I think it's just because the legs are not that long. I even took it in into the river and tried to get it to slip there on the wet surfaces. It really grips well there as well. It's not that bad, can I almost say, but I haven't tested it out on a rainy day, so that's a different story. But my initial review about the shoe, I really enjoy them. They are a bit heavy, I can feel it. Yes, maybe it's just because I had a tough session yesterday. I did some hill repeats yesterday, and I can still feel it in the legs. But other than that, I can really recommend the shoe. I really enjoy it, and I must say it's made for the trails. And yeah, I'm really going to try it out on this race that's coming up, and I can probably give my final thoughts after the race about the shoe. And then really enjoyed it. I spent most of the day in about 4.5 to 5 minutes per K in them, and it just works awesome, and they just want to keep on going and going and going. So it's really made for long distances. The swoosh over here is reflective, so when you go out early in the mornings or late afternoons and you're on the road, the cars that's passing by will definitely see you in the shoe. And I got a lot of compliments with everybody seeing the shoe and say, hey, that's really a nice shoe. So yeah, it's an awesome shoe. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. Live your life to the fullest and enjoy every moment.